great idea can get you ahead of the game, but a visionary concept can be a game changer. I'm Albie Benitez, and this is Game Changer.
There are men and women driven by passion, committed to find happiness and meaning. They strive to better our lives and make us aspire to help others. They are visionaries. They advocate events, ideas, technological innovations that make significant shifts in our thinking. To make a better future for us, they pursue game-changing invention. Journey with us as we tell stories of these visionaries and their game changers.
This week on Game Changer, the countdown begins for the launch of Diwata, the first Philippine-made micro-satellite. The Axis knee system. You don't have to pay an arm and a leg for a knee replacement operation. And introducing Marikina's adaptive mobile vehicle, a tricycle especially made for the elderly and persons with disability. The Philippines is a tropical country blessed with sunshine, picturesque mountains, and sandy beaches. And then there's the other side of the coin. We're also prone to typhoons, landslides, and storm surges. For us to enjoy more of the former, we need help from above. But probably not from who you have in mind. I'm talking about the DOST's Diwata, the first Philippine-made weather and disaster management satellite. And it is set to be sent into orbit by NASA in April 2016. Yes, we need all the help we can get from above.
Super Typhoon Haiyan, taken yesterday.
It was November 2013 when nature struck a blow that haunts us even to this day. Typhoon Yolanda, one of the strongest typhoons ever recorded, destroyed millions of pesos worth of property, killing thousands. But Yolanda itself was a game changer. It exposed glaring inefficiencies in our disaster management system. And it brought out that amazing trait of Filipinos, resiliency. This resiliency would soon be reflected in the field of technology. Thus came the DREAM project, short for Disaster Risk and Exposure Assessment for Mitigation.
To make communities resilient, you have to provide them information on flooding characteristics. How high is it going to flood? How long is it going to last? No? And how fast is it going to flow? So if they have this information available to them, then they can act properly. So we provide these kinds of information in the form of maps.
The project gathers accurate data on critical areas prone to flooding, covering critical river basins. Data gathering is done with light planes equipped with LIDAR, a remote sensing technology like radar that measures distance by illuminating a target with a laser and analyzing the reflected light. For 5 years now, the DREAM project has been collecting data despite the challenges.
Ang maganda sa DREAM program is we were capacitating the Filipino scientists and engineers. Lahat ng pag-acquire ng data, processing ng data, validating the data, all of them in-house yun ginagawa. So, merong konting may learning curve. Pero in the end kasi, natuto yung Filipino scientists and engineers to do it on our own.
This year, the country's disaster mitigation technology hopes to level up, as in way up. Introducing the Diwata 1, the first Filipino-made microsatellite. The Diwata 1 was designed and constructed by Filipino graduate students, researchers, and engineers, with guidance from Japan's Hokkaido and Tohoku universities.
The last time nagkaroon tayo ng satellite, we just bought the satellite. That was way back, decades ago. Ito, This is the second time tayo may satellite. Pero ang kaibahan dito, very big difference, gawa natin to.
Diwata 1 will be launched in April via NASA and SpaceX, and eventually the International Space Station. The microsatellite is expected to orbit space for 18 months at a distance of 400 kilometers from Earth. It will capture satellite images of land masses and oceans. Diwata 1 has a wide-field camera that will help scientists observe cloud patterns to more accurately predict weather disturbances. With its high-precision telescope, it can determine the extent of damage from disasters like typhoons. It can also monitor the condition of cultural and natural heritage sites, like the Banawe Rice Terraces and Mayon Volcano, and even the country's territorial borders. Diwata 1 would be a big help to farmers and fisherfolk in monitoring changes in vegetation due to climate or pests, and detecting which fishing grounds are still healthy and not overexploited.
This is something I felt that if we undertake, it will have a lot of downstream benefits.
All these amazing things from a 50-kilogram contraption, which looks like a high-tech balikbayan box. But small as it is, the Diwata 1 hopes to pave the way for a proper Philippine space program. Already, plans to build its laboratory at the UP Diliman campus are on the drawing board.
With the Diwata 1, we are now at par with many of these countries, and hopefully, because this is not a one-shot deal, because there will be a Diwata 2 and hopefully a Diwata 3 and 4 later on, we will supposedly and hopefully leapfrog many of the countries that are pursuing the same aspirations as we are.
While there is no specific college course regarding satellites yet, some students are already catching the Diwata fever.
Kahit naman po walang program for satellite making sa bansa, pwede naman pong mag-travel to other country to study and then babalik po sa Pilipinas to introduce na rin po yung parang paggawa ng satellites.
Hopefully, we will have more Filipino scientists working on more Philippine-made satellites that would help improve our lives.
Since meron na po tayong sarili nating satellite, yung funds po na ginagamit natin to buy satellite images and data, pwede na po natin siyang i-allocate sa mga iba pa pong pangangailangan ng bansa.
And it all started with Diwata, a Filipino term meaning fairy, symbolizing the dreams of a country to make its own mark in the field of space technology.
Diwata is a game changer because I think we're demonstrating that we can become producers of technology rather than just consumers.
For scientists, researchers, and students, the Diwata 1 and the future it represents is simply enchanting. The launching of Diwata marks the country's venture into space technology, with the goal of having an accurate weather forecasting system and poverty alleviation tool. It may not compare much with the other countries' space programs, but for us, this is one giant leap to save our part of the planet. Up next, the Axis Knee System. You don't have to pay an arm and a leg for a knee replacement operation.
Midas Hotel and Casino, a contemporary, design-led lifestyle hotel in the majestic hub of Manila with fabulous views of sunset on the bay. Midas offers designer amenities and guest rooms and suites, supreme restaurant options for sumptuous enjoyment, event studios for corporate meetings and vows, and a casino with world-class gaming. Here at Midas, we make days into moments. Sparkling creativity, it's stylemanship by Midas.